One of the biggest reasons for creating this YouTube channel is everyone asks me constantly, Dean, what does a day in the life look like for you? And that's exactly the reason why I've chose to document it all. So let's have it. Cash flow is king. If you do not have money in your bank right now, you're in a bit of a nightmare position. When I mean that, isn't it? I've come from an investor mindset. So at the end of the day, when I say that, there's a caveat to that. If I had loads of money in the bank, I'd be a silly investor. But what I mean is, you do need constant cash flow coming in order to sort situations out. You can act upon things quicker. Yes, you can leverage off the bank when buying houses and using mortgages and things like that. But if you can just go in there and sweep it because cash isn't an issue, that comes with buying power, put it that way. So making sure that you've got constant streams of cash flow coming in and protecting your cash flow, that's what's crucial. Ways to protect your cash flow: making sure that you're on good payment terms if you've got suppliers, building them relationships up so you can make sure that you can stretch them terms 30, 60, 90 days. So yeah, cash flow is king. I don't see things as risky. I see them as calculated decisions, and they can only become risky if I put them at risk, because at the end of the day, obviously we're in a very crazy time at the moment, obviously economically, but we're also going to be making sure that we're asking the people who are far more educated than you and I to make sure that they are doing the decision making for us. You ask for the accountant and the solicitor, and like I say, you're paying them good money to make sure that they are keeping your business protected. You need to understand that just because somebody's got qualifications doesn't necessarily mean they're good at the job, which is a bit of a crazy statement. But somebody put a post on the other day: you don't need to go to this course, go and speak to a financial advisor who's got loads of qualifications after their name. Well, I hate to say it, but I've had family members that were misdiagnosed medically from people with a lot of letters behind their name. Doesn't mean that they're good at the job, they're just offering their opinion and their advice. It doesn't mean that they're right. What is the most common question that I get asked? Wow, that's another toughie. It's probably something along the lines of, how do you find these businesses? And I guess the more that I've got under my belt now, the easier it does become. But that's not because I've got more of, it's because I've defined the strategy. Because I didn't have this at one point, but I had to start somewhere. If I had to start all over again, I would be, again, going back to basics and starting where I know. I would think, right, what am I more passionate about? What would I get up to do for free? Then I would identify potential businesses that operate within that field and start networking, start getting around people that are doing, start finding the influences in that field and just getting back around it. But I'd go harder than I did this time around.